Okay, I should be live. Oh, Jesus. Let's hope I'm live right now. Give me a second. Boom! Oh my god, the greatest "We'll be right back" thing I've ever seen. Wait, let's see this. Yeah, why not? Let's begin. All right. Let's do cool YouTube intro. I'll do it like this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Actually, I shouldn't actually involve my hands. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be ranking every single Bo Burnham song from his new special, Inside. Alright, that was a really shitty intro. But I think that it had to be done. Let's try doing it chronologically. So the first one we get is Content. We know this. This one. Whoops. Content. Where would I place Content? So, honestly, like, these 5 categories don't really need to exist, because there's really no bad song in Bo Burnham's special. I've said this a lot, especially if you've seen my video on the special, which, at the time of me streaming it, this is not out, but by the time I upload this video, it is. So go watch it, I guess. I don't know. But so, Content. I think it is a super good way to start a special like this. You know, I think when I was watching this special the first time, I was super hyped for it, and when the first song came on, when I first listened to it, I felt like it made every expectation I had for it, and for that reason, I think that right now I want to put it in S+. Things might change throughout our journey here, but that's where I think it deserves to be in at the moment. So after that, I believe the next song is Comedy. It's not like as impactful as Content, like the very first one, because it's kind of like, Content is like, welcome back, guys. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm here. I'm here to feed you guys what you want. This is more like, comedy. What is it? Why do we do it? Very philosophical. Still a banger of a song. It's a lot longer. The last part of it, kind of the hook of it all. If your house is burning, give me a call, I'll tell you a joke, I really liked. So I believe that it deserves at least an S. Maybe an S+ just right now. To be fair, you need a high IQ to understand comedy. True. Yeah, I mean, although it does dive into some pretty deep topics, mainly about just the current state of the world and how people take in jokes, it's not like a super deep song. It's more like an overview on why we are joking in the first place. Which I guess could seem as like deep, but you don't need to be smart to understand it. But yeah, it's a good song. Should we listen to the songs? Nice build up, and then it just goes into. Okay, fully decided. It's an S+ song as well. Oh geez, they're all gonna be S+, aren't they? All right, what's next? FaceTime with your mom. What am I doing? Your mom. Boom, roasted. It's definitely one of the lighter songs. It's like a nice song, but it's not like memorable, if that makes sense. It's not something I'll think about often and be like, wow, that was so deep and so meaningful. It was more like, yeah, this is a song about your mom. It's good. Relatable in my situation, maybe in yours too. Maybe you're an adult living alone, or just you're living alone. You FaceTime your mom often. It's definitely one of my not favorites, if that makes sense. So I think for now I'll keep it in A. I think A is good. Now we get into How the World Works. This is a really good song. It's super happy for what it's about, because it's definitely not a happy song. It's weird how perfect it sounds. It's a word I use often to describe the song. It's perfect, like it works together, which is ironic for the name of the song. It just sounds really happy. It sounds really beautiful. It sounds like it just fits with every instrument. Like his vocals sound like they fit with the piano. What he says is really, really serious and leaves you thinking, even though you don't have to necessarily agree with what he says. It's definitely some brain food. And I think because of how well he handles these topics, as well as really, really well brings in the comedy aspect of it, like the sock that talks and is just completely base, and then just murders him basically at the end. I think he found a very good balance of serious topics and not serious, funny, kind of dark jokes. So for that reason, I give it an S+. Don't you know the world is built with blood and genocide and exploitation? A white woman's Instagram. This song, to me, is not like particularly special or standoutish. It's definitely one of the more comical, not serious ones, and I think for that reason a lot of people praise it, which completely makes sense. I have a friend that really likes the song. Personally, I don't like, it's not my favorite, but I think it's really good. I like the photos in the videos. Like, it's really funny. He executes it really well, but it's not like something that stands out too much either. Although I do like it more than FaceTime with your mom. So I will have to place it in S tier. Wow. I think one of the things that was really special about this song was the camera work he did in it. Not just the photos and like the generic Instagram posts, stereotype for white women, but he also, like, when it gets into serious stuff, like talking about deceased parents, it pans out in the special to like more meaningfully show like a not so clean, perfect life. Like, it shows a messy room, which I think is just like a sort of, he's trying to show sort of contrast between like the Instagram post, perfect life, whatever, and then the like dirty room, dead parents, you know, struggles of real life. So I think that's really cool. Next song, Unpaid Intern, is on its own a very basic, simple, fun song, but with the whole like reaction segment after it, I think it becomes a lot more meaningful, because it's just like Bo tries to give a deeper meaning to it, therefore acting pretentious, and then him noticing himself acting pretentious, calling himself out before anyone can due to his insecurities. So, boom. Personally, like the song. It's nice. Obviously, every song here is nice. Definitely one of the more standoutish songs for being so, like, not super important. Not one of my favorite songs, 100%, but it's definitely one of the more unique ones within the special. So, I think that I will give it an A as well. Right next to your mom. We're at Bezos 1. So, the Bezos songs. These got a lot more popular than I expected, at least. Especially, like, on TikTok, which I don't use, but I've seen it. I've heard my friends talk about it because they use TikTok. I believe that he mentions Bezos in his special just because he's like so rich, he's so popular. He took advantage of people during quarantine. Lots of people don't like him because he's just a rich guy, and you know how people are against rich people. Eat the rich, whatever. He recently flew his rocket ship to space. That I don't think Bo Burnham expected that when making the songs, but maybe it gives him more reason to exist. I think that both of them, which right now I'm talking about specifically Bezos 1, are very funny. They're very catchy. I know the lyrics to them, and they're pretty simple, but it makes it, it adds more to the song by it being so simple. So I'll give it an S tier for now. Bezos 1 gets an S tier. Sexting is a very important song because it deals with consent, at least not in the lyrics, but in the music video. There's text walls that often occur. For example, in this little picture I used for the tier list, that's a wall literally just asking for consent. It's very big, and I think that that's very important to talk about. The song is pretty catchy. I really like it. I personally really enjoy it. I think it's really funny. At the end, when he's talking about, like, sitting alone with one hand on his phone, and that part I think is really funny and catchy. I don't know why. I really like the song, so I give it an S+. Boom. Look Who's Inside Again is a really, really, really good song. I think it's very simple, very pretty, and elegantly done, which sounds really weird. In the special, he says he'll do a retake, clearly thinking it's not good enough, even though that was the take he used, which I think just sort of says something about perfectionism. Because, you know, you might think that all your shots are bad, but then you end up using one of them that was actually good. It's a really good song. I like the theme of, like, self-isolation. It finally starts to get, like, the special is getting a lot more serious at this point throughout it. And I really, really like this song. I think it's really pretty. I've seen a lot of covers on YouTube of it. This is one of the songs that people cover the most. And I think that says something about the song. So, S+ tier for me. Problematic. Now, this is a song that I particularly don't, like, super enjoy. Although I like the topic. This song specifically of him apologizing for stuff he's done instead of getting called out on it and then having to apologize is really funny, because honestly I'm kind of surprised people haven't gotten upset at him for doing stuff. But, you know, he is a comedian and he has definitely changed with time. Although he thinks in the special, clearly in the songs, he believes that he's getting old and, like, not being able to catch up with the times, but he clearly has, and he clearly adapted. Especially with making this special, I feel like he clearly found a way to, one, market to a young audience that really respects him, like me, and two, just, like, really creatively express how everyone feels. And I think that this is a good song. Just, yeah, good song. I don't know. S tier for me. Now I'm turning 30. No. This is another song about getting older. For example, in Problematic, although it wasn't the main theme, he's like, oh, I'm getting old and times are changing. I've done some really shitty things in the past. How could I? And then the next song, he's like, man, I'm turning old and I haven't done anything with my life, which is completely untrue in his case. Although many people do feel like that, even though they've clearly done something with their life. They just really need to maybe have someone there to tell them. I'm not sure. But yeah, 30 is about turning old. And at the end, it does get pretty dark. He mentions suicide, which pretty intense. But again, he handles it quite funny. I like the part about calling his friends' children stupid. I definitely give it more of an S tier than anything else. I like the themes, but I don't really I don't super love the song itself. Yeah. Alright, that was the first disc / the first half of the special. What we have next is Don't Wanna Know. Now this song, this is one of my favorite songs. This song, to me, is just, it's beautiful. It shows the insecurities that Bo Burnham has. It shows that he is curious, like everyone is, and wants an answer, but is also really afraid to receive an answer because it might not be what you want to hear. There's always more questions that people have than answers that they get from those questions. And song is also just beautiful. It sounds good on my ears. I don't know, I really like it. Don't Want to Know is 100% one of my favorite songs in the special. That's why I give it an S+. I'm not feeling good. Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Anyway, shit. Really, really love how it's a very happy sounding song, but clearly it is not a song about feeling good. It's about the opposite. You don't feel good. It is really funny. The title itself is funny. The way he describes not feeling good is funny. It's quick. It's peppy. The contrast is amazing. I really like the song. There isn't a whole lot to say about it. It's really just a general sense of how he's feeling at the time of that like point in the special and at his life. So clearly that has meaning to it. Like, that's very clearly not good and a part of the story that's important. Story as in his life in quarantine. Yeah, I give it an S tier for shit. Anyway, All Time Low. And I think I'm gonna die. This song is extremely, extremely serious, but again, Bo Burnham handles it really well and finds a balance between comedic timing and a joking tone, feeling straight up depressed and being in a constant state of panic and being overwhelmed. It's like less a song and more just a really important part of the special. And I think that because of that, I'm not going to rank it super high. I'm going to rank it an A, but I'm putting FaceTime with my mom and Unpaid Intern at B, because I do not believe that they are on the same level. Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet.
Have a look around. This song is probably 100% the song I've listened to the most. This doesn't mean I know all the lyrics to it, okay? I'm not a perfect person. It's a really good song. It's definitely one of the more popular ones of the special. It's about the internet. Media consumption. Faulty development of our brains due to technology being right beside us as we grew up. Being overwhelmed with content. You know, perceiving your life as lesser because of other people's lives, for example. Going back to white woman's Instagram. Nothing's perfect. It's really good. I saw someone describe the song as like an evil villain who won. I think that's a pretty accurate description, you know. The internet definitely blew up over these last few years. And by few years, I mean like throughout the 2010s. And it became this extremely big, important thing in many people's lives that now we rely on. So I think that just on meaningfulness of the song, it should be S+. Plus the song actually sounds good. So double S+. Bezos too. Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. I kind of already went over the whole Bezos songs when I was talking about the one, although I believe that Bezos 2 is better. But yes, Bezos 2, better than Bezos 1, but not an S+. That Funny Feeling. This song is a lot more chill. I believe it's similar to Welcome to the Internet, maybe just in a different part of that whole idea of the oversaturation of internet, like media consumption, businesses just completely taking over everything we see, products trying to be sold and doing anything you can to sell them. It's nice. It's a pretty song. I really do like it. Although I don't think it is as good or on the same level as Welcome to the Internet. So I believe that it should be an S tier. All Eyes on Me. So we know what tier it's going to be when I say that it's my favorite song of the special. That doesn't mean I won't go in depth about it. All Eyes on Me is, again, 100% my favorite song on Special. I've listened to it a lot. It means a lot to me, and it just means a lot in general. It's kind of a difficult song to describe, but I believe that what Bo was trying to do is kind of be like he understands that others do not have the best of times all the time, and he uses his comedy to try to have people not think about what their problems are or how have they been feeling. So it's kind of like, hey guys, put your hands up, like pray for me, like pay attention to me, forget about your problems, just enjoy my special. That's what I believe it is. It sounds really good, like you really just want to put your hands up. There is some certain points where he's like, the world is ending, we're all gonna die. He describes a state of depression within the song. Sort of like a place that everybody knows is what I believe to be depression. Like, although not everybody has been depressed, everyone has felt sad feelings, and occasionally will go back to them. A more serious version of that is depression, and it's sort of like a state where you don't want to get out of. Like, it's difficult, you just want to stay in like a comfortable space, like your own little bubble, and don't want to leave it. And I think that there's like two meanings to the song, pretty much, that I can think of, that I believe are like what it is, being depressed and like thinking that the world is hopeless. And the second one is like, guys, I understand. Life sucks sometimes. I hope that I can make your day just a little bit better by providing content for you. And yeah, the song means a lot, and I really like it, so we know where it goes. S+ tier, 100%. Best song in a special. Goodbye. This song is also just beautiful. I made my own meaning to it when I left the United States. I thought I might not go back, and thankfully I can go. But for a good month, I was really upset, and it makes me happy to know that I had a song like this one to sort of carry me through it in a way. It was like my way of accepting my situation. And in the special, it doesn't mean that. It more means, guys, I'm ending the special. I really had a rough, however long it took him to make this, rough year. I don't want to end, but we all understand it has to. And that's kind of what it is. It's a compilation as well of the songs that we had already listened to throughout the special. Like this line. No one's laughing in the background. He involves a lot of his past lyrics from the other songs throughout the special into this one, and I really like that. Now, this song is also definitely one of my favorites, and most definitely deserves an S+ tier. Here's a fun idea. Oh yeah, he also brings perspective that many people don't think about. I definitely didn't think about it, I'm gonna be honest. But he's like, hey, I'll watch you be comedy man. How about I stop providing for you guys, because I have feelings too, and I want to feel good sometimes. I want to forget about my problems. Why don't you make a joke for me? And that's what he says. Anyway, last song that we'll get into before sort of polishing out my tier list is Any Day Now. All this song I think really means is, hey, I know it's hard, but it'll stop any day. You'll get through it. Just hold on tight. And I think this is beautiful. The song sounds really beautiful, and I really like it. And that's all I have to say. S tier. Okay. Alright, so this is the unpolished version of my tier list, but I definitely need to polish it out because, again, I really like all these songs. None of them will ever go below B. But I do need to lower some. I do need to polish it out a bit. Now I'm going to just go off of the way it sounds and the replayability of the songs, in my opinion. Content, best way to start off the special. Comedy, really funny, well sounding, definitely replayable, reminiscent of his older songs about comedy as well. I love it. How the World Works, it's just a beautiful, heavy song, but also balances comedy really well in it. Sounds fun, even though it's not. Sexting, okay, I've hit a roadblock. Sexting. Out of the songs in S plus tier, sexting would be my least favorite. So I believe that actually it should go in S. I'm so sorry, sexting. I had to do it. Look Who's Inside again. Pretty, short, sweet, simple. I Don't Want to Know. Don't Want to Know is also beautiful. I can't remove that one. Welcome to the Internet, can't. All Eyes on Me, my favorite song. Goodbye, one of my favorite songs as well. Alright, let's go down to S tier and move this. This is a quick overview. We're doing this poshing quickly. Come on. I got this. Okay. Why Woman's Instagram? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Never really liked that song. I thought it was hilarious. I liked the music video probably more than I liked the song alone. I think both of them together are really good, and that's what makes it powerful. But I'm just doing the songs. So honestly, I think I'm gonna move it to A. I'm sorry. I just had to. Bezos 2. I'm not gonna move that. It's a beautiful song. Bezos 1. Bezos 1 will go in A tier. Problematic. The music video, in my opinion, doesn't make the song any better, and the song isn't like super good in my opinion. I like the topic of it, but is it really replayable? At least in my opinion, not as much as others. I think it also should go in A tier. 30 definitely should stay in S. Shit should stay in S. It's a hilarious song. Come on, it's titled Shit. That Funny Feeling, I actually like a lot. I think it's really chill and just a pretty song. Similar to How the World Works, but I don't think it's in the same range, same level. So I think definitely it's okay in S tier. Any Day Now, again, I just discussed this. I think it should stay in S tier. I think I might be done with my tier list. It's very much symmetrical. It's a staircase going up, but you're upside down. Hey man, I think that's good. Like if I'm looking at this and I'm going, Bo Burnham did a really good job at making majority of the songs super memorable and great to listen to and deep in a way. I hate to use that word, but it's all I can really use to describe it. But yeah, this is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. This is my opinion. This is one man's opinion, not influenced by anyone else. Straight up my thoughts on the songs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go watch the one on the main channel. Very important that you do that because I go more in depth and I describe the whole special pretty much. So it's an overview of the whole special and my thoughts on it. And meanings I believe were intended, but maybe not. Who knows? They're my opinions again. I don't know. See ya.